Big topic this year, non-fungible tokens. We were the first fund in the world to actually create non-fungible token, and we have the blockchain entries to prove it. And we already made the actual use cases for non-fungible tokens, which will be in a very important topic. However, it has nothing or little to do with CryptoPunks, and it has nothing and little to do with collecting digital items online. It will have everything to do with real-world economic activity. I'm going to make one somewhat obvious example. You will find a white paper that I wrote about this a couple of years ago, which makes it more specific and applies it to one particular vertical, the car manufacturing vertical. So this is how supply chains work today. I'm thinking of creating a product, maybe raise some capital for that, and then I may plant grapes to create wine, and then I bottle up the wine. I record how many bottles I have. I put this into a database. I juggle that inventory around, start shipping it, and ultimately will end up at a store where you might pick it up, and then you get a paper receipt along with your wine bottle. Here's our expectation for the future. The supply chain of tomorrow. You think about an item, you create an NFT for that item, and that item could be our previously mentioned grapes. Then you start filling those grapes into bottles, and you hand over those bottles on that particular and also that particular NFTs to other blockchain that attaches metadata to that NFT. So when it's being transported, I'm attaching metadata from the supply chain to that NFT. And while it moves along, when it arrives at the store, you'll be able to receive that NFT with all the metadata. Today, the data existing in supply chains is mostly, well, actually slightly less than mostly, about 47% of the times wrong, because there's no data integrity available to database-driven solutions. There's constant handover, constant manual entries, constant paper creation, and constant updating of multiple entities that have access to that particular data pool. So NFTs, as one of the blockchain-based solutions, solve for the database problem. And this is just one example for the supply chain space. So what does this amount to? So right now, we think it's about $9 trillion in total addressable markets across different implementations, such as social networking, gaming, supply chain, real estate, healthcare. And this is how that approximately looks in comparison. So you see those tiny little boxes on the lower right-hand corner. That is the DeFi space. It's $100 billion right now. You got Bitcoin today with 900 billion. And the entire crypto market cap amounts to about $2.3 trillion today. So obviously, that's much less than what people think they're storing as value in gold. So point here being as 40% of all of crypto today is stored in Bitcoin, and we'll get into the use cases. But all of the rest here is really the market that's going to be addressed, and that's more important than the current use cases that we're talking about.